What time is it? Have you ever felt like your life is ruled by the clock? This is a story from my book, God's Wake-Up Call, and the title is, What Time Is It? What time is it? I asked. It is 4:45 and almost time to leave work, they replied. Oh, great. I have 10 phone calls yet and something to get into the overnight mail. I asked, would you help me finish this project? My coworker replied, I would like to help, but I need to leave now. I will next time. So I just continued to work until the job was done. This seemed to happen every night. I wondered why all the other workers were able to leave exactly at 5 o'clock. It didn't seem right. Finally, I finished my work, got in my car, and started for home. I looked at the night sky. It was beautiful, for the sun was just setting. I decided to exit the highway and stop my car on a vacant lot to get a better view. Oh, this is so nice, I thought. I'm glad that I left the office late so that I could watch this beautiful sunset. If I were home, I would just be watching television and listening to the news. This is much better. Suddenly, it seemed as if I was watching more than a sunset. The sky turned a bright pink and then seemed to part in the middle. The sky opened up and a light of great intensity poured out of the opening. The rift became wider and wider, and the light grew in magnitude. I was mesmerized. I felt great awe. I got out of my car and stared at the sky. Quiet surrounded me. The light enveloped everything in its path. The trees, buildings, cars, homes, the people, and then me. I was surrounded by this incredible light. I started to cry, for I had never felt such love and happiness. What was happening? I closed my eyes and enjoyed the great and wondrous feeling of love washing over and through me. It was a light of warmth and radiance that had no end and no beginning. It cleansed everything and everybody. I felt so clean and pure. I felt changed. I wanted to shout for joy. I opened my eyes and the light seemed to be condensing and pulling back. It had a will of its own. It was pulled into the sky and became smaller and smaller. Soon it disappeared, and all I saw was the setting sun. I blinked and blinked again. Did that really happen? I looked at the street in front of me where cars were streaming by at high velocities. People just kept on going at their fast pace, ignoring their surroundings. They had not even stopped or noticed. They were not standing next to their cars with wondrous expressions on their faces. In fact, I couldn't see their faces. They were a blur. I saw a man quickly walk toward me. He was a nice-looking man with a smile that lit up his face. Did you see that? He asked. Did you see the light? Did you feel the love? It was incredible. I looked at him and said, yes, oh yes, I did. Tell me what you saw and felt. So he did, and I did, and we talked and talked. Soon it was dark. So we went to dinner and talked some more. How many people saw it, do you think? I asked him. I don't know, he said, but explained how he noticed that cars were streaming by while it happened. Can you imagine missing that event? No, I said, but sometimes we get so busy we don't even look up. What time is it? I asked. He replied, it is a beautiful time. It is God's time. It is my prayer that these stories will challenge you to think about the different aspects of your life. You can find links to these stories in the description. Now, I'm also a watercolor artist and decided that after my miracle, I needed to include Jesus Christ in my paintings. That's why I created my website, HiltonArtist.com, so you could actually download any of these watercolors for your personal use for free.